I'm going to start by applying Too Faced Shadow Insurance to my eyelid to make sure that there's no creasing.
Her looks, I assume they come with a price. She's smiling, but that may just be a disguise.
The next step is to highlight our brow bone, so I'm going to go in with the color Ivy and apply this just under the highest points of my brow.
Would she? Probably not, but I don't care, 'cause I know it's so rare for a guy like me to get.
Continuing into the crease, I'm going to use the color Painkiller and just sweep this right into the socket of my eye.
Chance, waste that 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 chance. She got me low.
So I want to build a little bit more depth into my crease, so I'm actually going to be using the bronzer Chocolate Soleil and sweeping that right into the socket. Okay, so the last color I'm going to sweep into my crease is Makeup and Chill.
Hair, blue eyes that'll make you faint on sight, but she looks like trouble. Her lips so kissable and poisonous. I know she.
Before I move on to the eyelid, I'm going to take a blending brush and sweep out any harsh lines.
I don't care, 'cause I know it's so rare for a guy like me to get.
For the lid, I'm going to be taking my favorite color in the palette, Mystic Hour, and applying this in the inner and outer corner of my lid, and I'm going to leave the middle bare because we're going to add a very sparkly color.
Waste that chance, 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 waste that chance. She got me like.
I'm going to use the color Frosted Yum to complete the eyelid and put that right where we left the center bare.
Her looks, I assume they come with a price. She's smiling, but that may just be a disguise. I wanna say hi, but I'm scared she'll kill me. Could we, will we?
This look is all about blending and layering, so if you feel that the blue is not intense enough, go back in with a flat brush and just apply more color. And if you're ready to move on, take a blending brush and make sure that the two colors are transitioning.
For a guy like me to get a chance with a girl like her, and I won't waste that chance, waste that.
I'm going to apply my favorite foundation, the Too Faced Born This Way in the color Sand.
Waste that chance, waste that chance, waste that chance, waste that chance, waste that chance. She got me low.
I'm going to buff everything out in circular motions with a Morphe 439 brush. So I tend to get a little bit oily throughout the day, so I'm going to go in with Max Mineralize in the color Dark Medium and apply this all over my foundation.
Blonde hair, blue eyes, that'll make you faint on sight.
Now to bronze my face and add a little warmth to the look, I'm going to be using the Dark Chocolate Soleil bronzer from Too Faced.
I know she won't be good for me, but I don't care, 'cause I know it's so rare for a guy like me to get a chance with a girl like her.
For my blush, I'm going to be using this beautiful peachy color called I Will Always Love You.
Waste that shine, 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 waste that shine.
To get our makeup look to look completely flawless, I'm going to go in with a concealer, and I'm using Bare Minerals, and I'm going to apply this under my eye area, on the T-zone, and right on my Cupid's bow. To set the concealer that we just did, I'm going to use the Kat Von D Shade and Light palette and use the color Lyric and Levitation and just apply that on the spots that we just used the concealer.
Scared you'll kill me, could we, will we, would she, probably not, but I don't care.
Last but not least, you cannot forget that highlight, so I'm going to be using the color Champagne Truffle and spraying Max Fix Plus on my face prior to make everything really shine.
With a girl like her, and I won't waste that chance, 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 waste that chance.
I'm going to finish off my eye area, and I'm taking a pencil brush from MAC and applying the first color that we put into our crease, which was Painkiller. Continuing the same process, I'm going to be using Chocolate Soleil and applying that right over the Painkiller.
Blonde hair, blue eyes, that'll make.
And the last color is Makeup and Chill.
She looks like trouble. Her lips so kissable and poisonous. I know she won't be good for me.
So we want the same effect that we have on the top to be moved to the bottom. So I'm going to spray my brush with Fix Plus and put that beautiful Mystic Midnight color on and just apply that on the inner and outer corner of my lower lash line.
With a girl like her, and I won't waste that chance, waste that chance, waste that chance.
I'm going to use the color Frosted Yum and use that same MAC brush and the Fix Plus and apply that right into the center of my lower lash line.
Waste that chance, waste that chance, waste that chance, waste that chance.
Just to add a little more fun to this look, I'm going to be taking the Too Faced sketch pen in the color black that came with the collection and just making a winged liner. Next, I'm going to apply a pair of false lashes, and I'm using MAC's number 1.
Her looks, I assume they come with a price. She's smiling, but that may just be a disguise. I wanna say hi, but I'm scared she'll kill me. Could we, will we?
For the mascara, I'm going to be using the Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara, and this actually has a purple tint to it, so this is going to be really pretty.
Oh, it's so rare for a
before I move on to my lips, I'm going to define my eyebrows, and I'm going to be using Benefit's Medium.
She got me low.
I'm going to line my lips with NYX Sugar Glass Lip Pencil. Now I'm going to apply Too Faced Melted Chocolate Liquid Lipstick.
On sight, but she looks like trouble. Her lips so kissable and poisonous. I know she won't be good for me.
So that completes this tutorial for the Too Faced NikkieTutorials The Power of Makeup collection. I absolutely love it. The colors are amazing. It blends really easily. They're very buttery and everything smells really good because Too Faced is really good with doing that. So if you want to see more looks with this palette, let me know in the comment section below and I'll be happy to do it. Thank you guys so much for watching and I'll see you in the next video.
She got me like